小紅ちゃん、ダブルピースでじっとしてて。
I want you to imagine for 1 second being stuck in the same place. No matter what you do, you end up in the exact same place that you have always been because you aren't actually doing anything different. This is what happened in the most recent episode of Chainsaw Man. You see that they are trapped on the 8th floor due to the demon using its powers because it wanted to eat Denji, because of some reason of him not liking the chainsaw, because maybe Denji's the only one that can stop the gun devil. That's at least just my theory. The main thing that I'm wanting to talk about is a lot of us, we get stuck. We get in this loop of thinking that things are going to work out, and they are, don't get me wrong, but they have to only work out when we're willing to take different action than we've ever taken in the past. So it's like when they walk up and down the stairs, or they go through the hotel rooms and they end up on the exact same level and or place that they were just at. I think a lot of this happens to us as well, is we imagine and think that things are going to be different just because we're thinking it. That's not the whole case. We have to implement the action as well and just trust our intuition. We have to trust that the ways that we're doing things are going to work out in the ways that they need to, because our imagination, I do genuinely believe, and this is the idea that I've been working it with over the past couple of weeks and actually a month or so. I'm still wrestling with the idea. But I do believe that our imagination is way more powerful than I think we give it credit for. And I was just listening to this other book as well, where he was talking about how a lot of people have two realities. We have our physical reality when we're awake, and then we have our dream reality. And he was saying, why not abandon that reasoning and say that both are the same reality? Kind of had the epiphany last night, because I had to realize that I still have a body. Like when I'm imagining, when I'm thinking, when I'm going internally and I'm reliving those moments in my head, I have to recall that that is able to happen. Like it is able to transpire in one way, shape, or another. But at the end of the day, I do still have a physical body that has to be going through the effects. Can't let the emotions control me in ways that are going to make it so I feel down on myself, so I feel unworthy, so I feel as if I'm not going to achieve what I need to achieve. And I can't stand for that. I won't stand for that. I won't accept it as my way of living. I have to take charge. I have to be confident in what I'm saying. And the whole idea of the imagination and going back in time and being in a loop that I think a lot of us get into from time to time. Like if you take any sort of drugs, marijuana, shrooms, acid, whatever you want to take, like take it. But just realize that sometimes you might go down loops or rabbit holes, just as the crew has done in the most recent episode. Like you see that when they open a door, it brings them back to the exact same spot. When you get so hyper-focused on trying to find, I guess, the solution to your problem, you can find it. You just have to find a different way of looking at it. You can't be asking the exact same question over and over and over again. You can. I have done it before with trying to figure out what it was. And by just constantly saying that question over and over and over again, I was able to come to the conclusion. So, I mean, the repetition there has been useful. It's just if you are stuck in the place and you don't seem to have a way out, the best way to find that way out, it's something that I wrote down just the other day, actually just today, where you need to be able to realize that you can go forward and backwards in your own mind. You're able to relive your memories from the past as the loop, and you can continue reliving the same memory and memory and memory over and over and over again. Or, and here's the kicker, you guys, you could always relive and reinvent that memory so it helps you out later. I do this with a lot of my memories from the past, and I've been starting to do it with memories that I want to create in the future as well. Because if we're able to transform our past memories with NLP, and I have a video that's going to kind of come out on that, so press that subscribe button if you aren't already, you're able to transform your life in ways that you never really expected. So me being able to go in the past and change something is going to affect it in the future. So why can't I do the same thing with going into the future and thinking like, hey, this is how I want things to play out, and be pleasantly surprised when they turn out way better than I ever even imagined, but at least it's close to what I was imagining. It's a concept that I've been working on, and it's a concept that I think you guys should give a try as well. If you do, let me know what you did. Let me know what you thought of. Let me know how it transformed your life and how you kind of got out of the loop, because too many people get stuck in that loop of waking up, going to work, going to the gym, coming home, and that's it. Like that's their loop. You got to mix it up. I know that was my loop. You got to change it up. You have to do things that are going to be different. And I'm going to tell you, once you start doing that, Like the small little changes seem to have a big impact. If it's just cutting your hair short, if it's shaving your beard, if it's doing something that's different, it's going to make you somewhat uncomfortable. Try it. It'll get you out of the loop. It'll get you out of the process of thinking that you were in prior, and will hopefully open some new doors, because there is no rule and or saying that you have to be the exact same person that you were 5 minutes ago. If you want to change. You can be whoever you want to be. You can set your goals. You can set your ambition. You can set your drive. You can achieve anything that you're setting out to achieve just with a subtle change in your mindset.